Have you ever woken up with tired legs, cramps that just won't go away, or that feeling of weakness that makes you not even want to go out for a walk? Now, imagine waking up every morning with strong, agile legs full of energy. No more weakness, no more annoying cramps, and the confidence to move without the fear of falling. Yes, it's possible. And the secret isn't just exercise. It is also in what you eat. Today, we will talk about something that can really change your daily life. The 7 essential vitamins and minerals your legs need to fight muscle weakness, prevent nighttime cramps, protect your bones from osteoporosis, improve circulation, and help you regain balance and the confidence to walk again, even if you're over 60, 70, 80, or more. Do you love going for walks, traveling, or playing with your grandkids? Then this video is just for you. But before we get started, tell me in the comments, where in the world are you watching from? I'd love to know. And if you enjoy practical, easy-to-follow health tips, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Together, we can build a life full of energy and joy, no matter your age. Let's go for those strong, steady legs. Let's begin. First, let's talk about vitamin D. As we get older, our bodies change. Muscles aren't as strong, and our bones can get weaker. And things that used to be easy, like walking, climbing stairs, or keeping your balance, can start to feel harder. Why does this happen? Many times it's because we don't have enough vitamin D, even if we don't notice it. And it's not just about weak bones. Vitamin D works like a hidden engine for your legs. It helps keep your legs strong, steady, and moving well. Without enough vitamin D, you might feel aches, cramps, tired muscles, and you could have a higher chance of falling. That's why vitamin D is so important, especially if you're 60, 70, 80, or even older. Here's the thing. When you get older, your skin just doesn't make vitamin D as well as it used to. And if you don't spend much time in the sun, maybe because it's hard to get outside, or you just prefer to stay indoors, your body can't make enough vitamin D. This can make your muscles weaker, affect your balance, and even make it easier to fall. Studies show that when older people have enough vitamin D, their muscles are stronger, their balance is better, and they're less likely to break a bone. But if you don't get enough vitamin D, even standing up from a chair can feel hard. But that's not all. This vitamin also helps your nerves and muscles work better together. It's like giving your legs a quicker reaction when you start to lose your balance. Thanks to this vitamin, those fast muscle fibers, the ones that help stop a fall, stay active. If you don't get enough vitamin D, your body's response can get slower and a bit clumsy. It also helps to reduce swelling in your legs. Do your legs ever feel stiff, sore, or cramp up? Raising your vitamin D levels can really help you feel better. Just imagine walking without that constant discomfort. Let me tell you, if you ignore vitamin D, it's not just your legs that can suffer. You're also more likely to have weak bones, heart troubles, memory problems, and a weaker immune system. If you fall, it could take months to recover, or you might even lose your independence. So is it really worth taking that chance? Here's some good news. Raising your vitamin D levels is easier than you might think. First, try to get some sun. Just 15 to 30 minutes a day, with your arms and legs uncovered, can really help. It's best to do this in the early morning. Second, eat foods that are rich in vitamin D. While food alone isn't always enough, adding fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, sardines, fortified dairy, egg yolks, and mushrooms can help boost your levels. Third, you can take supplements. If you can't get much sun, or your diet isn't enough, many doctors suggest taking 800 to 1000 IU of vitamin D3 each day. But it's always best to talk to a healthcare professional to find out the right amount for you. Not sure what your vitamin D level is? You can find out with a simple blood test. Don't wait until you have a fall or a broken bone. Vitamin D can help you keep walking, enjoy time with your grandkids, and feel strong and steady every day. Number 2, calcium. Unlike young people who are still building new bone, after 60 our bones slowly lose density, which means they get weaker and more fragile. And that can be dangerous. Hip, femur, or leg fractures are some of the most serious injuries as we get older. A simple fall that used to be nothing can now mean you're recovering for months, or it could even take away your ability to move around for good if your bones don't have enough calcium. Calcium isn't just for strong bones. It's really important for your muscles too. Every time you take a step or get up from a chair, your muscles need calcium to work well. If you don't get enough calcium, you might have cramps, feel weak, or notice your legs just aren't working right. That's why many people over 60 who don't get enough calcium feel slow, weak, and get tired more quickly. So, how can you make sure you're getting enough calcium? Dairy foods like milk, yogurt, and cheese are some of the best ways to get calcium, but they're not the only options. You can also find plenty of calcium in leafy green vegetables like kale and bok choy. It's also in almonds, tofu, and sardines. And don't forget about fortified plant-based milks, like soy or almond milk. The key is variety. The more different sources of calcium you add to your meals, the better your body can take it in, and the stronger your bones will get. But, even though food gives us calcium, sometimes it's just not enough, especially if you have trouble absorbing nutrients or if you have any food restrictions. That's when calcium supplements can help, and they work even better when you take them with vitamin D, because vitamin D helps your body use calcium in the best way. But let's be careful here. More isn't always better. If you take too much calcium, especially from pills, it can lead to problems like calcium building up in your arteries, kidney stones, or even an upset stomach. The key is to find the right balance. So how much calcium do you need each day? You need between 1,000 and 1,200 milligrams a day. It's best to get this by eating natural foods, and only use supplements if you really need them. Here's something important. Calcium won't help much if you don't move. Walking, using small weights, or even going for a gentle jog helps your body use that calcium for your bones and muscles. If you don't move, calcium can't do its full job. If you skip calcium, you're not just making your bones weaker. You lose agility, and it gets harder to do the things you enjoy. And little by little, you can lose your independence. Having a body that's agile, steady, and full of energy starts with strong bones. And that comes from calcium and keeping active. Number 3, vitamin B12. Not many people talk about it when they want strong legs, but it's actually one of the most important, especially after you turn 60. Most people focus on calcium or protein, but B12 often gets missed. And yet, it's really important for your muscles and nerves to work well. Vitamin B12 works like a messenger in your body. It helps keep the nerves healthy that connect your brain and spine to your legs. If you don't get enough B12, those messages can't travel well, and your muscles won't work the way they should. This can make you feel weak, off balance, and like your legs just can't hold you up. Do your legs ever feel heavy, tired, tingly, or even numb? Be careful, because that could mean you're low on B12. And here's the tricky part. Most older adults have trouble absorbing B12. As you get older, your stomach makes less acid, and that makes it harder for your body to take in B12 from food. Also, if you have gastritis, reflux, or if you take antacids often, it gets even harder. And if your diet doesn't have many foods with B12 on top of that, the result is a slow, silent, but dangerous loss. It's not just about feeling tired. If you don't get enough vitamin B12, it can hurt your nerves. And when that happens, your balance, coordination, and reflexes can start to get worse. Many older people who fall often, or feel like their legs just aren't working the way they used to, are actually living with the effects of a B12 deficiency that hasn't been fixed for years. The worst part? Because it develops slowly. Many older adults just think, I'm getting old. But no, it's not normal. The good news is, you can turn this around. When your B12 levels go back to normal, many people feel real changes. More strength, more energy, and better balance when walking. And you can get all of this without any complicated treatments. So where can you get vitamin B12? You'll mostly find it in foods that come from animals, like lean meat, fish, eggs, milk, cheese, and seafood. Clams and liver are especially rich in B12. If you eat mostly plant-based foods, or if your body has trouble absorbing B12, then fortified foods or supplements are very important. There are cereals and plant-based milks with added B12, and you can also take B12 pills to help you get enough. It's a very safe vitamin to take as a supplement. If you take a bit too much, your body just gets rid of the extra in your urine. Many older adults feel better by taking higher doses, or sometimes by getting an injection from time to time. A simple blood test can show how your B12 levels are, and it's an easy way to avoid problems that can last for years. You know, having strong muscles really matters, but if your nerves aren't working well, your legs just won't move the way you want them to. That's why looking after your vitamin B12 levels is one of the most important and often forgotten ways to help you stay steady, move easily, and feel sure of yourself after 60. Number 4, magnesium. Every time you walk, stand up from a chair, or go up the stairs, there's a mineral working quietly in the background to help everything go smoothly. That's magnesium. You don't see it and you don't really feel it, but it's there, helping with every move you make, making sure your muscles get the right signals to tighten and relax when they need to. It's like the leader of your body's orchestra. Without magnesium, your muscles can get mixed up. They get tight, they get tired, and then you might start to get cramps. Have you ever been lying in bed and suddenly you feel a strong cramp in your leg? Or maybe you just can't keep your legs still at night because they seem to move on their own. Many people call these night cramps, or restless legs, and often there's a simple reason. You might be low on magnesium. Magnesium helps calm your nerves when they're too active, and it keeps your muscles from tightening up for no reason. That's why magnesium is so important as you get older. It helps stop cramps, lets you sleep better, and helps you feel less tired, so you have more energy to move around and enjoy your day without getting worn out. But that's not all. Magnesium is also really important for your bones. We always talk about calcium, but calcium can't do its job alone. It needs magnesium to help it get to the right place, your bones. If you don't have enough magnesium, calcium can end up in your joints or soft tissues. This can cause stiffness, pain, and even swelling. It's a proven fact. Having good magnesium levels is linked to stronger bones and a lower risk of fractures after age 60 or 70. It really makes a difference for your movement and independence as you get older. So, why are so many of us low on magnesium? It's because your body uses up magnesium very quickly. Stress, blood pressure medicines, antacids, and eating poorly can make you lose magnesium faster than you can replace it. If you also don't eat many vegetables, beans, or seeds, it's normal to feel tired, have weak legs, or feel unsteady when you move. The good news is, you can do something about it. When your magnesium levels are back to normal, you'll notice right away. Fewer cramps, more energy, muscles that work better, and you'll move with more confidence. Even your balance can improve. So, where can you get magnesium? You'll find it in foods like spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, avocado, and black beans are also great choices. But if you're not getting enough from your meals, supplements like magnesium citrate or glycinate can really help. Many people over 60 who felt slow, stiff, or like their legs just wouldn't move found out it wasn't just age. It was because they needed more magnesium. And when they started getting enough, they felt more energetic, slept better, and began moving with confidence again. Number 5, potassium. Have you ever gotten out of bed and suddenly felt a cramp in your calf? That pain can show up without warning and make it hard to move for a few seconds. You're not alone. Muscle cramps, especially in the legs, are a very common sign that your body needs more potassium. This mineral is important for your muscles to work well and to keep the right balance of fluids inside and outside your cells. If you don't have enough potassium in your body, your muscles can cramp up all by themselves, even when you don't want them to. That's why you might get cramps, especially as you get older, when blood doesn't flow as well, or when there's less muscle. And it's not just a small problem. For many people, these cramps can get so bad, they can keep you from sleeping or walking like you usually do. And the problems don't stop there. Have your legs ever started shaking after you've been standing for a while? Or have you noticed you feel stiffer when you walk? Potassium also helps your nerves and muscles talk to each other. If you don't have enough, those messages get slower and more awkward. This can lead to shaking, weakness, shuffling steps, or trouble lifting your feet, which means you're more likely to fall. And as we all know, once you reach a certain age, a fall can have very serious consequences. It's not just your muscles we need to think about. Potassium also protects your bones. It helps neutralize acids that gradually wear down bone density. That's why a potassium-rich diet can slow bone loss, help prevent osteoporosis, and keep your legs strong from the inside out. So, how do you make sure you're getting enough potassium? The good news is that nature gives us lots of foods that have it. You probably think of bananas, but there's more. Sweet potatoes, avocados, spinach, beans, and oranges. Even a baked potato with the skin has more potassium than a banana. The key is to mix it up and include these foods in your daily meals. The daily recommended amount of potassium for adults is 2,600 milligrams for women and 3,400 milligrams for men. This amount is easy to reach with a balanced diet, rich in fruits, vegetables, and legumes. If you find it hard to get enough vitamins just from food, you're not alone. Sometimes, taking supplements can help. But if you have health problems that affect your potassium levels, like kidney disease or high blood pressure, it's very important to be careful. Always talk with your doctor to find out what amount is safe for you. Don't underestimate potassium. It's one of the most important minerals for keeping your legs strong, cramp-free, and steady on your feet. Number 6. Vitamin K. When we talk about strong bones, we usually think of calcium and vitamin D. But there's another vitamin that's just as important, and it often gets missed. That's vitamin K. Without vitamin K, calcium can end up where it shouldn't be, like in your arteries or soft tissues. This can make you feel stiff, slow down your blood flow, and even cause heart problems. Think of vitamin K like a traffic guide. It helps guide calcium to your bones, so it doesn't build up in the wrong places. This becomes especially important as we age, since bones naturally become more fragile and joints more stiff over time. And the science backs it up. People who get more vitamin K have stronger bones, fewer fractures, and better bone density. Why is that? Because vitamin K activates a special protein called osteocalcin, which is responsible for gluing calcium to the bone structure. It's like building your bones stronger from the inside out. But that's not all. Vitamin K also helps keep your joints more flexible and your muscles working well. Do you sometimes have stiff knees? Is it hard to move after you've been sitting for a while? This vitamin can really help with that. It's been shown to reduce swelling in your joints and slow down how fast osteoarthritis gets worse, which is very common when you're 70 or 80 years old. Plus, it helps stop your muscles from getting weak and makes your balance better. Both of these are important for helping you avoid falls. It does this by helping control calcium inside your muscle cells, which makes your muscles contract better and helps you walk more steadily. So where can you find this vitamin? There are two main types, vitamin K1 and K2. K1 is found in leafy green vegetables like spinach, chard, kale, Brussels sprouts, and mustard greens. This is the most common form of vitamin K. But K2 is even better for your bones, and it stays in your body longer. You can get K2 from fermented foods, like natto or fermented soybeans, and from aged cheeses, egg yolks, and liver. Would you like to make your bones and joints stronger? Adding more green vegetables and fermented foods to your meals can really help. A little sautéed spinach or a serving of kale in a smoothie each day can do a lot for you. And if you have trouble absorbing vitamin K or you often take antibiotics, a supplement could be a good idea. If you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, it's really important to speak with your doctor first, because vitamin K can change how your blood clots. But if you're not on these medicines, getting more vitamin K can help you feel stronger, move more easily, and have less pain in your legs and joints. Number 7. Vitamin B6. This vitamin is also called pyridoxine, and it's actually much more important for your legs and muscles than you might think. Vitamin B6 doesn't just help you move more easily. It also keeps your nerves healthy, helps repair muscle tissue, and lets your body use protein well, so your muscles stay strong. If you don't get enough B6, your muscles can slowly lose strength, even if they felt fine before. Simple things, like getting up from a chair or going upstairs, can start to feel much harder, almost like your body is heavier. There's something important that most people don't talk about. This vitamin really helps your nerves send signals. If you don't get enough B6, those signals can slow down or get mixed up. That's when you might feel tingling, numbness, or even have trouble walking steadily. A lot of older adults notice this and think it's just because they're getting older, or maybe they're losing strength. But many times, it's simply because they're not getting enough vitamin B6. Vitamin B6 is also important when it comes to inflammation. It helps your body keep its inflammatory response under control, so it doesn't go too far. What does this mean for you? You'll have less muscle soreness, less stiffness in your legs, and you'll recover faster after moving around or going for a walk. If you've noticed it takes you longer to feel better after a walk these days, or you get really stiff after any activity, not getting enough B6 could be the reason. This vitamin also plays a big role in making red blood cells, which carry oxygen to your entire body, including your muscles. Without enough red blood cells, hemoglobin levels drop, and your muscles don't get the oxygen they need. That's when your legs can start to feel like lead, and you run out of energy after just a few steps. If walking just a few minutes leaves you tired, you may be low on B6. So, where can you find this very important vitamin? The good news is, it's in many tasty foods that are easy to get. You can find vitamin B6 in chicken, salmon, tuna, bananas, potatoes, chickpeas, and cereals that have extra vitamins added. Eating these foods every day can help you feel more energetic, make your legs stronger, and help you feel steadier when you move. Sometimes, for people who have stomach problems or can't absorb nutrients well, a vitamin B6 supplement can be useful. Most older women need about 1.5 milligrams each day, and men need 1.7 milligrams. But please be careful. Even though it's safe in food, taking large amounts of supplements for a long time can harm your nerves. The best way to care for your legs, your energy, and how you move is to eat a balanced diet with foods rich in vitamin B6. If you have any questions, it's always best to check with your trusted doctor before adding these vitamins or supplements to your routine. Every body is different, and they can help you figure out exactly what you need. It's always better to be safe than sorry. And there you have it. If you made it this far, you already know the big secret. These 7 vitamins and minerals are your best allies to help prevent falls, reduce pain, and keep you active every single day. You don't need expensive pills. These nutrients are in delicious foods that are easy to find and super simple to add to your daily meals. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps us reach more people who need this kind of information. Tell us in the comments, which of these vitamins are you going to try first? Do you have a favorite recipe using these foods? We love reading what you share. If you want to keep your legs strong and healthy after 60, keep exploring our videos. There's always something new to discover. Until next time, stay strong, and don't forget to smile.